a committee appointed by Government of India in 2002, and this committee is called Justice Malimat Committee. This Justice Malimat used to be the Chief Justice of Kerala High Court, and this Justice Malimat Committee, how to reform the criminal justice system, how to reform this judicial system, because everybody is talking about it, starting from the Chief Justice of India, Law Commissions of India. Everybody wants that this criminal justice system must be reformed. And 2003, now this I think 2013 I started now, almost 10 years, but the recommendations so far have not been accepted. Justice Malimat, they have also recommended about this witness protection system. Even in Maharashtra also, we have also requested the government, even at the state level, something should be done. But so far, it is yet to come.
So Mumbai police have drawn a lot of line from modern policing. We stopped beating Mr. Vasant Gogle. Sorry. Then today you've announced that you're going to be taking strict actions against the couples if they are found in isolated areas. The deadlines for the clubs. Why is that happening?
First, I would like to tell you, in fact, this thing is happening today. I think one of my additional CPs issued a circular. I was not even aware of it. My joint CPs were not aware of this kind of the thing. What people are. One additional CP issued because what was happening, you know, some of these offences have taken place against the women, just to be doubly cautious that people should not go and they might get attacked and assaulted. It has happened, I think some few cases have happened, in fact, in this, what we call the Sanjay Gandhi National Park, in that area it has happened. That is why, but we have corrected it. We sometimes call it the moral policing. I really do not know. If police doesn't do moral policing, whether they should do immoral policing, I don't understand it. So, whatever is legal, whatever is rational, whatever is expected of the police, and whatever the parents and all everybody wants, police try to do it. But as far as this kind of this, so in the sense you take in moral policing, we are not interested in that. We only want ensure a conducive atmosphere, conducive environment where young people want to go and sit quietly. But they should not indulge in obscene behavior. I don't know, this obscenity is also different. It is very, very subjective. What you call it obscene in India, it is not obscene at all in foreign countries. But because we are also getting westernized day after day, so somebody, our law, you know, our law is archaic law. 1872 law, we are implementing it today. So it must be reformed, I agree with you. But society has to decide about it, parents have to decide it. What do you mean by obscenity? Or where we should draw the line? Yes, please.
Everyone is asking based on the police. Who is stopping for police infrastructure? Because you always read articles about police officers' health, police housing, lack of training, lack of infrastructure. Who's stopping for that? Because after 2008, there was a big move for police infrastructure, bulletproof jackets, rifles, guns, whatever you need. Again, if you see the police roaming around, the infrastructure they have is greatly lacking. The pay scales are low. Housing is challenging. How do you plan to deal with
I agree with you. Unfortunately, nobody is lobbying for the police. That is why we want they are creating this awareness. Unless you know this, but there was a commission appointed in London. I'm forgetting the name of the judge. And the judge had mentioned while submitting the report, either you pay the police what they deserve, otherwise you will get the police what you deserve. So we have to either decide about what kind of police you want.
20 years back, there was a difference between Delhi and Mumbai, where we thought Delhi was unsafe and Mumbai was the safest city, safer city, if I would say. I don't know about anybody else, but I don't think 99% of people here ever have interacted with your normal police. Our perception is reality. And perception 20 years back in Delhi was that a police traffic car, a police person, nobody listens to. I would go and people go opposite side, no entry, and there was chaos. Whereas in Mumbai, at that point of time, everybody was holding their line on signals, not breaking signals. And 99% of here, I would vouch for everybody that we don't interact with everybody else, but the most visible police of yours is the traffic police. Today, let me tell you, 20 years later, we today are in a chaotic situation where traffic police is concerned. You have great ideas, you have great concepts, you have great also restrictions on what you can and what you can't do. But your traffic police today is setting a benchmark on what the city is. It is very easy to start that perception, which is within your control, to actually ensure the strictest of whatever punishment. If it's a 50 rupee fine, I'm saying that's not the fine that you can change, but at least what you can do is make the guy wait for 4 hours. He will never do that breaking a signal next time because he values his time more than that 50 rupees. So, whatever the case may be, but the most visible of your police is the traffic police. Today, what we notice is that there is no traffic police, and there is on every signal, sir, please visit signal by signal. There is just no adherence to the law. Now, this is what when we look at that, if there is no fear of the law, we don't have to go and.
I got your questions. You are explaining too much. See, I would like to tell you, it is quite possible that some of the signals they might not be having the traffic policeman. It is possible. I would like to tell you the statistics. Number of the accidents taking place on the roads in 2010, it got reduced in 2011 and 2012. It has been much less. About 1/3 accidents has been reduced. That is number one. Number two, every month around 450. If I'm not sure, but as tentatively, these cars are joining the road every month. You cannot increase the width and length of the road, but the numbers are going up. There is no limitation. I don't know how many cars you have, or because every member of the family wants to have a separate car, a separate vehicle, but there is a limitations on the road, and if there is a limitation, if there is no limitations on the number of the vehicles coming into the city and getting registered in the city, it will certainly, I agree with you, it will be chaotic after 20 years. I agree on that count. As far as traffic police is concerned, because strength-wise, they require much more manpower. Still, they have around 3,300 only. And out of 3,300, you can see that the length of Mumbai city, perhaps it is not sufficient. Now, you must have also read in today's press, newspapers, about the traffic signals. About traffic signals, that is the responsibility of the municipal corporation. Their maintenance, the installation, maintenance, that is the duty of this corporation. Then about this kind of the fine kind of thing, we have this note now. When I used to be the IG, I used to be the member of this RDA. We were actually recommending, you also know perhaps, that we cannot increase the fine unless it is approved at the Government of India level, because we are governed by this Motor Vehicle Act. See, if you tell me, if you are driving a car worth 20 lakh rupees, nobody would mind giving it 100 rupees or 200 rupees. You go to Australia, you go to America, the fine is very, very deterrent. Their fine is not deterrent. And when it was proposed to enhance the non-parking fee from 50 to 100, and there was a big delegation coming to the government, all these taxi walas.
So just this 1 crore car, if you make him wait for 5 hours, if you make him wait and create a system which is in your control, make him wait for 5 hours, believe you me, he will not do this again.
I don't know how many big bets police will get, and your press will write, but that's like moral policing. They will also say they are wasting our time, and let them work as per the law. Law cannot restrict you in that way. You give the fine, give your receipt, or attend the court. People like you will come tomorrow. No, Why they are wasting my time? My time is more precious than the mine. So there's a lot of pros and cons, but I take your suggestions. Whatever best is for you, try to do. I don't know time. I think I'll just steady please.
Question to ask you. You was talking about changing organizational mindset. And with the Zebra case, Delhi police chief had said that, very parental sounding advice that, women should stay home in the evenings, not go out after dark. It sounds perfectly reasonable to many people. But I found it very disturbing because 9/10 of the violent crimes are committed by men. Okay? Most of the victims are also men. The police chief does not hesitate to control 50% of the population from exercising its freedom to go out as they please, to dress as they please. Why didn't he ask the men to stay home? The criminal element to stay home.
I am with you. I share your views. Because problem is being created by the men, not by the women. So all the restrictions should be imposed on the men only.
His job is to control the criminals, not the innocent.
I know. But I would like to tell you this. Yesterday I was also telling, even today also, if you go to the internet and find out, this kind of restriction is nothing new. Even New York police chief, he has declared some of the areas that are unsafe. If you go there, we will not take the responsibility for your safety. It is not something that the bizarre idea is only Delhi police is doing that and other thing. In worldwide, but I agree with you what is happening. Unfortunately, as far as atrocities against women is concerned, who are committing these atrocities? It is not only men, some women are also being involved in that.
The overwhelming majority is men.
I agree with you, 100% I agree. But what is happening, yesterday I was telling the facts and figures. Because my time is up now, I'm sorry, some other time I will come. This 2011, number of the rape cases in Mumbai city was 219. 219. Out of 219, only nine persons were unknown to the victim. Only just 9.
What? Unknown?
Unknown means they were not going the victim at all. The girl or woman, they were not going. Other persons either on the pretext of getting married, I'm talking about the rape cases, or can you believe, it cannot be worse than that. There are 8 cases where father and a brother are involved. Today you must have read in the newspaper. It has come. And father and brother raping their daughter and their sister. What kind of society we are living in?
What about capital punishment? It exists in Saudi Arabia. It's a safe country.
I really do not know whether you would like to have that kind of this, system for every policeman, every case. I would like to tell you it is.
Problems in our country. The policemen are not.
No, please, I got your question. No need to explain it because time is very short. What I would like to tell you, it is not the severity of the punishment, but it is certainty of the punishment, which will deter the criminal. With these words, I think, thank you very much for listening to me.
Two quick questions. Two quick questions, we'll do it. Hemant? Quick, short question.
बिना उसके बोल दीजिए, मैं सुनूंगा.
Sorry, sir. So firstly, thank you for your time. We know that you're stretched with several limitations. How can we, as an organization of businessmen, etc., help the populations?
Very good. I would like that kind of thing. That if you help us, speak for us. I will just give one example. If you are staying in a building, in the apartments, and in front of your apartments, your neighbor is there. If every day in and day night, if you are criticizing your neighbor, when you go on a holiday, you cannot expect in your absence your neighbor will take care of your house. Similarly, if you day in and day night, keep on criticizing police and condemning the police, we cannot make it better. If they are doing a good job, please sometimes appreciate it. You will find the next time I think the officer or the man would do better. As far as police is concerned, because there are a lot of things that police you can do, and then because working you are a very, very powerful, I think, lobby, I should say. If we start lobbying for the police, giving us independence, this functional independence, there is no functional independence, a lot of things to be done. For a small thing, we have to rush and we have to go on to the government for a small thing. Similarly, he was telling about this, only 60% of the policemen, they do not have the housing in the Mumbai city. Many of these fellows, they are staying in Jogolpatty. Many of these fellows, they are staying in Thane and Kalwa. And if there is an emergency in the city, how to collect these fellows? You cannot send the message. Today, fortunately, we have the mobile phones. But mobile phone also, whether how much time they will come, they will take to come. So there are so many things regarding our equipment, regarding our this. Even small things from the police. If you all start speaking in favor of the police, I am sure police will improve, government will listen, and the system will be better.
So how difficult is the personal life of the Commissioner of Police? You had to miss your daughter's reception to make safe arrangements for Great Balasaheb Thackeray's funeral.
Sometimes being in a public service, you have to have this kind of the sacrifice. My wife is very, very angry with me even today. So I think, but they also get used to this kind of the thing. Sometimes, despite our wish, we are not able to spend time with the families. That is a fact. And that is even always is for all the policemen, for all the festivals we celebrate. Policemen, they are not able to celebrate this because they have to work. Because when there is a festival comes, there is a tension for the police. For any festival coming in the city, tomorrow there is Eid, so it is a tension for the police. It is a big challenge for the police. It is a difficult, very, very tough job for a policeman. Especially for a policeman, it is much more tougher than the officer.
Last question. So the government should pay your well then. The salary should increase for the police people because they're very underpaid, sir. Police people are quite underpaid compared to the rest of the.
That is why if you start speaking for us, it will improve.
You compliment you, sir. You all should be paid more. That should be the good start.
Bravo, woman. Lady.
Sure, please go ahead.
What steps are being taken to make sure that criminal elements are kept out of the police force? What steps can be taken to further, I mean, that rape by the policeman and Madhuri Chowpatty, and that police jockey was awful. So how are we going about preventing this in the future?
I would like to tell you, though it is not to be quoted in DC,
Everything's off the record.
by a press, even that incident which you are referring to, I am not telling that we don't have the bad elements in the police. But in that case also, there was no rape case. But police made it rape case, proved it, and the person was dismissed from service. If you have read around 10 days back, drivers and the operators of 1 hour, one senior officer, they were caught, they were extorting money from, I think, a beauty parlor or something like in this eastern suburb. We could have conducted inquiries, case has been registered, but we dismissed all 4 of them. I can tell you, police department is the only department in the government. Only department. You can check with the figures with any department. Where action, very, very quick action against his own officer men. We are very, very cruel on that as far as this thing is concerned. If somebody is found indulging in bad practices, in the crime, action is very, very strict. But still, because influence is there, bad influence, the policemen are coming from the society only. We have to think how honest we are. If we are honest, society is honest, we will get honest people. If society is not honest, same proportion, same ratio, I think we are bound to get. In 9 months training or one year training, how much you can change? It's very, very difficult challenge before us. But I would request you that you can also help us. If you encounter any such person, any police officer, any man who is not behaving well, who is indulging in bad practice, kindly try to get his name or his number, pass on to us, we will take action. With these words, I am really grateful.
Can I request Mr. Sasha to please come up and speak to you? Thanks.
Thank you very much for listening to me. I am sorry because I am also not really satisfied giving enough time to you, sharing my ideas. I have a lot of other ideas also, but today time restricted constraint is there. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you, Dr. Singh. I especially like the fact that you were very to the point and specific. You started the talk, Dr. Singh, talking about the fact that we live in an environment which is extremely dangerous. All the countries, not just Pakistan, but Nepal, Afghanistan, etc., are a problem. But also the problem eternally that we face, and that's something we need to reflect on and figure out how we can educate our people better. You also talked about, Dr. Singh, I was surprised to actually hear about the license issue in Maharashtra, where fake licenses are creating the highest accident rates. I myself, at the age of 17, got a fake license. My wife doesn't let me drive anymore, actually. And, I'm joking, but it's a serious issue, and I think we should take it seriously. With our own children, hopefully, but as we have our own children coming up 15, 16, 17, I would request that you take it seriously and let them go through the test and do it properly. I would have to go right back 20 years to get that done. You also mentioned fast-track courts. I hope that fast-track courts are not created only for the lady that unfortunately who had a rape and was killed and become a big issue in Nirbhaya, and not just for her, which obviously is important, but for everyone. Otherwise, the system, it's a disaster. As you all know. The amount of court cases stuck for years and years. I know someone who's been raped 15 or 17 years back, and the case still lingers, and I'm personally kind of involved, but it's still an issue for 17 years, right? You also talked about the fact that the normal common man is afraid of going to, police stations, and I know that from many examples in my life where people come to me and say I can't make a complaint, and then obviously these complaint boxes are making a big difference. So thank you for that, and hopefully more people will fill up those complaints. It's like a company, right? No one wants to talk about people, but when you write a complaint about your boss, it's the same thing in police stations, maybe even more so. Also, Ravi's question about no one lobbying. I think we lobbied a little bit. I did myself a little bit in 2008 because of my own selfish requirement. But of course, after a few months, I gave up, like I'm sure many people here, for lobbying for infrastructure for you people. I mean, we're still talking about those old goddamn guns, and there's no way you can compete with that. It's been 4, 5, 6 months of some energy before we all gave up. And I think that's pathetic. And unfortunately, we don't wake up when there's another terrorist attack. So I think hopefully the group here should be lobbying instead of complaining. I definitely agree that not all police are overdoing it. I suffered a lot when I was 18 and 19.